This is the Elliptical Oracle. And now, here's MonaLisa.
Hello, I'm the Elliptical Oracle, and today I'm going to talk about health, body, and wellness. And so these are tips from what I've learned from talking to my spirit team, but it's going to be direct. I'm already hooked up, so they will be influencing me. So, health. One of the number one things we can do for our health, no matter where you are, if you're a heavy athlete or not an athlete at all, is to drink plenty of water or to do grounding through water. So let's say you don't exercise, but we all are spiritual beings on a spiritual path, no matter where you are in your journey. So drink plenty of water. It will help ground you. It's a very grounding element. And if you enjoy hot baths and hot tubs and going swimming, even swimming in the ocean is even better. Very, very grounding, very, very uplifting of your frequencies. And why do you want to ground? The more you ground, the more your frequency, your vibration can rise. So it's like, think of the roots of a tree. The deeper the roots grow, the taller the tree can go. And if you're thinking, well, some trees don't really have to go that deep, think about then those that don't go that deep really spread out. So you still want those beautiful roots. You want healthy roots. And it begins with plenty of water. So if you haven't already done so, make sure you add water. And so for health, my teaching encourages those who don't exercise to begin with light stretches. Make sure it's not painful. There's no pain involved. If you start to do a stretch and it's painful, let it go. You can simply look up whatever kind of stretches you enjoy. Chi, yoga, your typical regular stretches. It's a beautiful way for 10 minutes a day, and it can change your life. It can increase your balance, and who wouldn't want more balance, right? It increases your strength. Once again, who wouldn't want more strength? It increases your blood flow and the wellness of your organs and your glands and your circulatory system. Wow. 10 minutes of stretches a day, 5 days a week is what I personally recommend. Why 5? Because it gives 2 days off so that it doesn't become a have to in your mind. It gives 2 days off to for the body to fully recover. If you really start getting into stretches, you want complete time for the cells and the muscles to recover. So it gives 2 days for that complete recovery to happen. And when you can, 10 minutes, 5 days a week, game changer. So if you haven't already added 10 minutes of yoga or stretches to your day, I highly, highly recommend it. So now let's talk about the body. The body in spiritual teachings from my team, they say, look at it as a car that you picked out on the other side. Whether you picked out a station wagon, a truck, a Tesla, whatever you picked, that's your car. Don't fret over it. Don't spend time over it. If you spend time over it, a lot of energy into I'm too thin, I'm too heavy. That keeps that frequency at where you're at. And if you're too heavy, you don't want to be too heavy. So don't fuel the fire. Don't waste precious moments that you have on this earth worrying about your weight. It is what it is, and go forward. Go forward. It's just a vessel. Say, and this vessel is getting me from A to B, however it gets you from A to B, like a car does. And do your stretches if you can, drink plenty of water if you can, eat healthy. And how one eats healthy and true spiritual teachings, it's up to you. It's up to your body. Eat what's right and what's good for you. And what's right and what's good for you, my team has come in and said it may not be right for another family member. It may not be right for the people in the house next door. But you eat how your body needs to eat. Listen to it. Listen to your body. If it says, this is what I enjoy, this is what I love, eat more of that. And that thing that you're eating that you don't like, stop it. Just stop it. This is one way that you can say, I love you. You only live once around here. If you enjoy it, that's a yes, so continue to eat it. If you don't enjoy it, stop it. And so I've had clients that said, well, I'm having difficulty losing weight. Besides not me paying attention to my weight and drinking plenty of water and adding these stretches, what else can I do? And I like to ask them the questions. Do you have times where you have uncontrollable times that you just want to eat and eat and eat? If you do, that's your body way of saying, normally, I'm not getting enough protein. I don't have enough protein in my diet. Now, this doesn't mean to go overboard on protein. You don't have to add 5 scoops of your protein powder to your drink. You know, if the recommendation is 1 or 2 scoops, I would stick to the normal recommendation. That's just me. That's how I work. That's how I function. So, is it important to get protein? Yes, because if you don't get the right amount of protein, then you might want to crave food and you can't stop eating food. Another reason people, when they start craving food and eating food and they can't stop it, it is because they overdose on carbohydrates. And when you overdose on carbohydrates, you get full. And then if you keep eating, it dumps and you're starving again. So then it starts to cycle, right? You eat, you get really full and it dumps and you feel like you haven't ate anything. What's that about? It's overdosing, right, on carbohydrates. How do you stop that vicious cycle? You stop it by watching the kind of hybrid carbohydrates that you're eating. So once again, that one has to do with sugar dumping that may cause you to be hungry. And so for instance, you don't normally do it, but you decided to splurge and eat one of those whole great big bagels. And you were just eating this bagel and maybe you put, I don't know, ate it very healthy, didn't really put much on it. But time you finished eating the bagel, you were more hungry than when you started. And you're like, maybe I need to eat 2 bagels. And so you do. That's your body way of saying, this is too much carbohydrates for me. Keep your carbohydrates healthy carbohydrates. What do healthy carbohydrates look like? They look like fruits. They look like vegetables. They look like things with fiber in it. And I like to limit my carbohydrates per meal. And so, 200 carbohydrates per meal is oodles for me. You're going to be different. We're all different. You know that if you eat 600 calories of carbohydrates, all of a sudden you're hungry. That's too much for you. And what 600 calories of carbohydrates, you're like, well, that's a lot. Well, think about it. It's 2 slices of cheese pizza, right? You eat 1 slice of cheese pizza, you're happy, life is good, you're eating one of your favorite foods on the planet. And the next thing you know, you want that second piece, and then you're hungry again. So that's how you keep from overdosing on carbohydrates. You might want to say, hey, I allow myself a piece and a half of pizza, so that sugar dump doesn't happen. So watch out for that sugar dump if you OD on your carbohydrates there. So wellness. These are tips that I just talked about, mainly how to keep a healthy body, and the tips that I've gotten along the way, as far as learning in my team and classes I've taken. I thought for a moment I might be a nurse in school, and I took all the health courses and chemistry. By the way, I love chemistry and anatomy, and did not like biology. And I should have just got through biology. Didn't like it at all. So then I kind of dropped the whole idea of becoming a nurse, because I'm like, biology, blood, urine, feces, not for me, and I let it go. So, wellness. How do you stay well? You stay well by doing a little bit of exercise and taking good care of yourself, showing yourself that you love yourself, honoring your body. And so how you honor your body and how you self-care is going to be different for you. How I self-care, obviously, I do the elliptical. I do the elliptical 5 or 6 days a week. I love to stretch 5 days a week. I swim when I can. I'm a very physical being. I love doing. And that's one way I show myself I love me. I connect. I connect to the planet. I connect to the trees. I love meditation. It's another self-love care. So if you haven't started just 5 minutes of meditation a day, it's a life game changer. I'm sure you've heard of it. My team has recommended 5 minutes a day. You can listen to any kind of soothing spa meditation music you like, and you sit quietly and you see what you receive. And afterwards, you might want to take notes of it. And after time, you can see how your notes grow. And I recommend after you do this 3 or 4 times, you can start asking questions. Like, what is it, and whatever problem you have, how do I solve this problem? And go in that 5-minute meditation and see what you receive. It's a game changer. It quiets what I call the monkey mind. to meditate for 5 minutes. And when you first start, you are going to have the monkey mind, and that's okay. 100% perfectly okay to have a monkey mind. When the thoughts come in about what you need to do, how you need to do it, you just watch them float away as in a cloud. Say, not right now, thought. And you go back to the stars behind your eyes. This is a beautiful, beautiful wellness tip. And so I think that's going to be my last tip for today. So we talked about drinking plenty of water. We talked about perhaps adding a few minutes of stretches for your day. We talked about things you can do to help you if you're stuck with your weight. And one thing to do is not to pay it attention. And the second thing you can do is to eat what's right for you. And the third thing you can do is to honor not just yourself and what you need to eat, but those around you. And then we talked about 5 minutes of meditation. These are some of my pointers, some of the things that I do to have a healthy, happy life. And the big thing I want to talk about today, a big, healthy, happy life, is that you can talk to your cells and your DNA. And yes, if you just talk to them once in a great while, you may not get very far. But if you tell yourself every day, I produce healthy, happy cells, you can see that over time that you do produce healthy, happy cells. And so what intent do you want to command your DNA? You do it through frequencies. So if you have the intent that you want healthy, happy cells, and you say it and you don't believe it, if you keep saying it for like 90 days, by the end of it, you're going to start believing, yes, I can produce healthy, happy cells. And as you believe you can, that's the increase. If you believe now at 50%, we'll just go with 50%. I can, perhaps 50% you believe that you can produce healthy, happy cells, then that's the increase you're going to see in you producing healthy, happy cells. Can you do it instantly? Do some people do it instantly? Well, we've all heard of those miraculous stories about someone who couldn't walk, and they talked to themselves and they talked to their body, and they said, I am producing more ligaments. I am producing more live nerves in my body. I am producing nerves that know exactly what to do and how to rebuild. And I command my cells and my body to realign and balance and peace, free of pain. And so it is. But they don't give up. They continue to talk to their body, to their cells, and it's a game changer. So I hope that this was helpful. I'm going to ask my team to further come in and guide us in this card reading today. It is refining galactic lineage. Woo! So let me see. It is refining galactic lineage, and it is card 65. Card 65, refining galactic lineage. Okay, team, what do you have to say about this? Refining galactic lineage. That is what is happening on the planet right now. And as you're galactic ancestors, we would say that you can, through your intent and through your words. And remember, it is the frequency of your intent. It's the frequency of, let's say, the heart, of the heart. So the intent of your words, when you say, I command healthy, happy cells, your DNA can listen to that vibration. Your galactic ancestors knew this. And this was a tool for them to stay in health and balance and wellness, is that they spoke to their bodies. They spoke to this glorious body that you are each in. And you say, well, what happens if it's part of a soul contract? If it is part of a soul contract that your body is, let's say, underweight, then that is a limiting belief. For you are in the command chair. And if you have lived with a slender body because you signed up for it, we would say, is it time to ask your spirit, did I feel that contract? I've lived so many years with this slender body. Have you gotten all that you can? All the learnings, all the gifts? And if you see them as curses, we would say you're not finished with that contract. And it would be difficult to overcome. But if you see them as gifts, as teachers, as excitement, then the contract has been fulfilled. We're Zand, and we are always pleased to assist and to help you in any way we can. So it is, so it is, so it is. Woo! Thank you, my glorious team. I'm going to, miracle of the day. My miracle of the day is I woke up today. I heard my ravens out my door. And I'm like, yes, this is going to be a great day. And then I looked out my French doors, out on the wood railing in the forest. This great big old red robin comes, lands on the railing, looks right at me, and I say, good morning, Butch. The robin nods and flies away. About that quick. So I'm taking my beautiful Avery friends as my miracle of the day. With that, I'm going to ask Zand, whoever wants to lead this glorious closing, say to yourself or out loud, I am the light. I am the commander of my glorious, magnificent body. Through my intentions, my frequency, my love of self that is not selfish, but the least selfish thing I can do. As I discover the light within me and let it shine. Top of the now to you. Top of the now to you.